My 4th year in the WNBA, I broke my kneecap. It was the most painful thing I have ever done. As I was rehabbing my knee, I went through a breakup. Everyone knew we were dating. I didn't expect it to end like that. It was humiliating. Then, after rehabbing for 7 months, I went over to Turkey, to Istanbul, to play on one of the best teams over there. I was at the top of my game. I was killing. Then, our 4th game in, I tore my Achilles. I remember laying on the floor just sobbing. I can't do this again. I can't do this again. I was so broken. It's crazy though, because that moment is actually the rock bottom that inspired me to seek God. We all go through hard times, and when we do, it's for one of 3 reasons. Either God is testing us, He's trying to turn us around, or it has nothing to do with God and we were just asking for it. 1 Peter 1, 6-7 says that trials come to prove the genuineness of our faith and to refine it. So in that case, God is like a trainer. He knows that we need to get stronger in certain areas, and so He's going to allow situations for us to build that strength. And as an athlete, after years of suicides and 6 a.m. practices, I totally get this. Hard times are like a workout for your faith. We need to just cling to God and keep pushing through. The other reason we may be going through hard times is because God wants to turn us around. Proverbs 15:10 says that stern correction awaits anyone who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. If you saw someone you love about to get hit by a train that they didn't see, would you even hesitate to tackle them to prevent them from doing it? Of course you would. So would I, and so would God. When God disciplines us, it's Him trying to get us to turn back to Him. He's like, hey, you're going the wrong way. Now, some of us listen with a tap on the shoulder, and others of us need a 2x4 upside the head, like 2 major injuries and an embarrassing breakup. Amen. Psalm 68:8 says that God sets the lonely in families, and He sets the prisoners free. It also says that the rebellious will live in a sun-scorched land. Living life God's way brings love and freedom, but being rebellious against that always brings pain. The last reason we're struggling isn't because God did anything. It's just the result of our own actions. Proverbs 19:3 says that a person's folly leads to their own ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. So when I was about 7, my dad asked me to go out and get the mail. But when I went to find my shoes, the only ones I could find were my church shoes. And they were those little like patent leather slides that didn't have any grip on the bottom. So I put those on because I was too lazy to look for any other ones. And when my dad saw the shoes I had on, he was like, no, you need to go change those because you're gonna fall. Like I said, I didn't feel like it. We lived on a huge hill, and so I went down the driveway, and you already know what happened. I slipped, fell, busted my leg open, came back crying and bleeding all over everything. Of course I got mad because why did my dad ask me to go get the mail in the first place? And he's like, bruh, I told you not to wear those shoes at the beginning. I'm pretty sure my dad did not say bruh. Whatever. God is the same way. Sometimes things happen as a result of our decision not to obey Him, and He's sitting there like, I didn't even have to discipline you because your actions did the work for me. In these cases, we have to see it for what it is instead of blaming God for what He tried to stop in the first place. So the question is, how do you know if you need to work harder or if God is trying to get you to turn around? It all goes back to the Word. If you're already following Jesus and making the Bible your standard, then cool. You're already doing what God wants you to do, and the tests are just trials to make you stronger. But if you look at your life and you're not following Jesus and the Bible isn't your standard, then you're going the wrong way. And because He loves you, God is going to do whatever it takes and put any roadblocks in your way to try to get you to make that U-turn. It's so important that we recognize this because sometimes we're like, okay, suck it up, put my head down, work harder, but we're going to be speeding in the wrong direction unless we realize that it's time to turn around. We all say that everything happens for a reason, and no one says what that reason is. But Acts 17:26-28 says that everything happens so that we will seek God. So the challenge for this video is to look at your life and ask, why am I really struggling? And then to seek God even more because of it. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like and a share with everyone you know. Also, please subscribe because I will be coming out with new videos every single week. And if you want a deeper Bible study, please reach out to me. It is one of my favorite things to do, is to help people grow in their relationship with God. Talk to you soon. Bye. I was like, we'll die. God is like, I've been tapping you for a long time. It's time to stop. And you're like, God, wait. I'm sorry of my life.
Oh.
I hate that I cry when I laugh. I cry when I laugh and when I get mad, which was not good in high school.
I do that when I